She call me daddy every time we fuck, but you can't be my baby, yeah. Been fucking around with lady luck, I know that this can't be love. In that bed.
The soft morning light filtered through the curtains as you stood by the kitchen island, nervously tapping your fingers against the marble surface. You bit your lip, staring down at your phone. Your heart was racing, your palms clammy with anticipation. Then it buzzed. You snatched it up. Email from the Global Initiative Foundation. Subject: offer for program director position. Congratulations. Your breath hitched.
Is that it?
A familiar voice broke the silence. You turned around, and there he was. Jimin, your husband. Muscular, composed, still from sleep, a mug of coffee in his hand and that usual air of control around him. He raised a brow at you, lip curling slightly.
You've been pacing since 6 a.m.
You nodded slowly, voice almost trembling with excitement.
I got the job, Jimin.
He blinked, pausing mid-sip.
The one in Seoul?
You nodded again.
Yes. Full-time 2 years. It's my dream job.
His smile didn't quite reach his eyes.
That's great. I'm happy for you.
But there was something cold in his tone, something tight in his jaw. You walked over, hesitantly to his arm.
This is what I've been working for years. You know that.
He placed the mug down and crossed his arms.
And what about us, YN?
You were in the living room now. The sun had risen higher, but the warmth hadn't reached the room.
Us?
You repeated, confused. Jimin ran a hand through his hair.
You'll be in Seoul for 2 years. You think we can just do long distance and be okay?
You furrowed your brows.
We've always supported each other's careers. When you took the promotion in Japan, I didn't even hesitate. I moved with you.
That was different.
He said tightly.
How?
You pressed, voice rising slightly.
Because we were together.
You stared at him, stunned.
I'm not stopping you from going.
He added.
But don't expect me to pretend like this doesn't affect our marriage.
You stepped back.
You think I'm choosing work over you?
Jimin looked at you with something unreadable in his eyes.
Aren't you?
At night, the silence was louder than any fight you'd ever had. Lying back to back in bed, you both stared at opposite walls, minds racing. You turned to him, voice soft in the dark.
Why won't you talk to me?
He didn't respond. You tried again.
Jimin, this job means I finally get to do something I believe in. It's not about money. It's about impact. You know that.
I know,
He said quietly.
but knowing doesn't make it easier.
You turned to face him fully.
I love you. That hasn't changed.
He turned his face to the ceiling.
Then stay.
You stood in the dining room the next evening, staring down at the suitcases you'd started to pack. Jimin walked in from the study and froze.
So that's it?
He asked. You glanced at him.
I'm leaving next week. There's orientation.
He scoffed bitterly.
You didn't even talk to me about the final decision.
I tried to,
You snapped.
but all you've done is guilt trip me.
I'm your husband.
He shouted.
I'm supposed to be the priority.
You threw the blouse in your hand back into the suitcase.
And what am I supposed to be to myself? A shadow of the woman I want to be, just to keep our marriage intact.
His jaw tightened.
So you're going, no matter what I say.
Tears welled up in your eyes.
Would you have stayed if it were your dream job?
He faltered. You stepped closer.
Would you have given it all up? Really?
He stayed silent. You whispered, voice trembling.
That's what I thought.
Your flight was in 2 hours. You waited by the boarding gate, fingers nervously clutching your bag strap. Jimin hadn't come to say goodbye. You didn't blame him. You turned around one last time. And then you saw him. He was breathless, eyes frantically searching. When they landed on you, something broke in his expression. He walked fast toward you, grabbed your hand, pulled you aside.
You didn't wait for me.
He said, voice raw.
I didn't think you'd come.
You whispered. He admitted.
But I don't want to stop you. Not anymore.
Your breath caught. He took both your hands in his.
Go do what you were born to do. Change lives. Change the world.
You blinked, tears away.
And what about us?
He pulled you into a hug so tight it hurt.
We'll figure it out. I'll come visit every month. We'll call every night. I'll complain about time zones and miss your cooking. But I'll never stop loving you.
Your apartment in Seoul was small but sunlit, and your life was hectic but fulfilling. The days were long, the work intense, but every night you FaceTimed the man you loved. You opened your door one evening and there he stood, holding a small suitcase and a bouquet of your favorite tulips.
You didn't tell me you were visiting.
You gasped. He smiled.
That's because I'm not visiting.
Your eyes widened. He stepped inside.
I asked for a transfer. They gave me another branch. 1 hour train ride.
You blinked at him, speechless. He took your hand, pulled you close.
I didn't want to wait anymore. You followed me enough times. It's time I followed you.
Your journey hadn't been smooth. There were fights, misunderstandings, days when you missed him so much it physically. But through it all, love had found a way to bend, not break. You both sat on the balcony, wrapped in a shared blanket.
I'm proud of you.
He murmured.
I'm proud of us.
You whispered back. And for the first time in a long while, you believed that dreams and love didn't have to live on opposite sides of the world. They could live in the same home.